Hello and welcome back to Chulip. Last time, we finished up the prologue, really got started with the game, and we kissed Champ. Now, let's continue. I'm going to press the button again. We did press this in the prologue, but I'm not 100% sure that counted. So just to make sure we can progress things as we need to, I'm going to check that again. Let's head over to Chulip, because we got quite a few frying pans in the last episode, and inventory space is limited. So let's come over here, do some selling, check out his store in general. Hey, Rocky. That happens every time you talk to him. Welcome, buy something, sell something? Let's check out his stock. What do you want to buy? You can see here things are very expensive. Well, not everything, but the things you need tend to be very expensive. I will talk about the films later. There are a number of films that you can collect throughout the game. Some of them are very difficult to get. Some of them are just sold here. There we go. Alright, let us sell some things. What do you want to sell? I would like to sell frying pans. These sell for 120Z, which for this point in the game is actually very good. That will buy you an entire train ticket, which will be very important later. You have two main methods of getting money in the game. The first one is kissing people, and the second one is selling things that you find either in the trash or lying around in certain places. Alright, how much money do we have now? We have 690Z, which for this point in the game is actually a lot. We got really lucky with those frying pans there. Let's see. Do you need money? We buy stuff found in garbage cans. Hours, 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Cheapot. Indeed, they do buy things from trash cans. And those store hours will be important later. Not that much later. Caution, angry people. That is the symbol for angry people. If they are fuming, they have a little steam coming. Where am I going? A little steam coming out of their heads. They are angry and you cannot approach them. Alright, so right now what we need to do is go back to Mr. Suzuki because he said he'd see us tomorrow, and it is tomorrow. He closes up at 6, so I'm cutting it a little bit close, but we should still be fine. And there he is. There are some things to examine in his house. We should have time. That is the love letter set. It will let you write good love letters with your heart. I'll let you use it when your heart gets a little stronger. Yeah, he wants to save it for later. If you remember, you can only write one letter per set. We can't waste it on a hard worker with only 8 hearts. Yes. That's all he says if you talk to him there. You gotta talk to him from here. Like the good student we are. Oh, hard worker. Chuck, welcome. How are you? I'm doing fine, sort of. Grown-ups have their own issues. My colleague wants to consult with me about something. We are meeting at the park on the other side of the town. I wonder what he wants to talk to me about. The park is across the big street with traffic lights. Whoa, 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 what? The crosswalk button is broken. I think that was one too many wahs. Huh, I see. That is inconvenient for everyone. Let me check the underground circuits. We do a lot of underground work. This here is a map of the underground of the town. Mail delivery, plumbing work, fixing gas pipes, reading people's mail as we deliver it. You could say we do all the chores here in this town. But don't get me wrong. It's just a part-time job for us. We teach. Not that exciting. From one teacher to another, anyone who says that teaching is not that exciting has never actually taught real people. Oh, look! There is a short here. Ta-da! Now the traffic lights are working. Tell me about love. Alright, I'll teach you. 3 rules to make Linda fall in love with you. Very important. You must remember them well. Alright, there's 3 rules of love here. For each rule that he gives us, I am going to give an extra rule for this playthrough, and in general for what you should do to get the most out of this game. So, Rule of Love 1. Rule number 1, you must have a big heart. The bigger your heart, the more popular you are. If townspeople like you, she'll know you are a good guy. The rules of love are the rules of the universe. The rules of the universe are the rules of Long Life Town. Alright, my rule number 1, check everything. Check signs, check holes, check the sides of buildings, check everything. You'll get a lot of information that way. Rule of love number 2. Rule number 2, letters are windows to your heart. Write a letter to her with the love letter set. It will let you write good love letters. When your heart gets a little stronger, I'll let you use it. My rule number 2, talk to everyone. Often more than once. See what they have to say. Rule of Love 3. Rule number 3. Keep yourself updated on what's happening. You'll find out many useful things. Here. I will give you a useful item to be friendly with people. This is a very important item. The game never properly explains how to use it. Here you go. Received your card. It's essentially a business card. It will help you learn things about people. Oh, Pepple. They spelled that wrong. Go back and look. The rules of love are the rules of the universe, so on and so forth. My rule number 3 is show things to people. Show items to people if you don't know what they do, or even if you think you know what they do. Show your card to people, exchange it, get information about things and about residents. Goodbye. This is something I really wish the game put more of an emphasis on. They never teach you how to do this. But here's how to use your card. Yes, that's how you use your name card. People in Long Life Town have their own name cards. Exchange yours with others. Even when you don't have name cards, you can show them some items to ask questions. You might get some crucial information. Very important tip that I really wish it was actually required to hear that. You can go the entire game and never have that interaction. By the way, those Japanese characters on that whiteboard are poetry. I can't read them off the top of my head. I'll look them up between episodes and tell you what it says. Alright, it's getting late. Oh, there she is. I wish I were as free as cats. Aww. Not you, the cat. Meow. Cats are great. Alright, while we're here, at some point, there is going to be something to do here. I think it's still too early. Is he in there? At some point, Cheapot closes up shop. Oh, I know where he is. He's outside with Rocky. We'll come back here later. Oh, this here, I am going to try to explain little Japanese culture things as they come up. This is a tanuki. It is actually a real animal, although there's a lot of myths around it. They are considered to be good luck and good fortune, particularly with shops. It's like how you see lucky cats outside shops, and they bring in good fortune. Tanukis are meant to do about the same thing. Woof woof? Okay, can I talk to Cheapot, please? There we go. I met Rocky 10 years ago. Thrown away with his doghouse he was. Well, it's nice that we've got such a nice man to take care of this dog. Alright, the button should be fixed now. Oh, there they go. I'll have to go get him when we come back. There's some people to kiss in the park. We'll get them eventually. I'm not too worried about the schedule right now. I'm more interested in just explaining how things work. There's our utility pole man, who is apparently dangerous. We were cautioned about him. Ugh. Hello? I'm pressing buttons and nothing is happening. Am I stuck? Alright, the game appears to be frozen. Give me a moment to figure that out. I will either see you in a minute or in the next episode. Alright, we're back. I had to unplug the controller, replug it back in. No idea what happened there. You didn't miss anything. I just advanced the text 1. Mr. Suzuki. Mr. Yamada. Alright, so we have a name. When are you going to pay me? Pay your employees their salaries. Our students don't come to school anymore. They stopped paying their tuition fees. Our school has no money. Alright, so this Mr. Yamada guy must also be a teacher. You have to take care of your employees. We don't have what we don't have. I don't care. It's not my problem. Pay your workers. Mr. Yamada, we can't. We just can't do it. Mr. Suzuki. Mr. Yamada. Deposit my salary into my account by the end of the month. Otherwise, I'll quit, which is a perfectly reasonable course of action. No, don't do that, Mr. Yamada. I don't like it. I can't take it. I don't want to work like this. Neither would I. You stand up for yourself, Mr. Utility Pole Man. And so it sounds like the school is not doing so well, which is a shame. Here's the park. Undasura Park warning. Danger. Play with caution. Local junior high teachers. Do not use the facilities in this park. The turning globe is especially dangerous. It is 4 times more dangerous than the swings. Many people get injured every year. They're not kidding. If you play with this stuff, you will get hurt. Some of them will kill you. Nagoya. Kyoto. I'll explain these later. These are for a resident. In fact, they're for this resident here. Found a hole. Look in the hole. I'll explain that noise later, too. Alright, who has taken up residence here under the park? Shinkobe, which is the name of a city. Those other things, Nagoya and, was it Osaka? Kyoto. Those are also names of cities in Japan. Jamtrack 415's life. Age 20, hobby photography. The saying of the day is, travel with friends. People are nice. Enjoy life with trains. Departure, 12:15 p.m. Alright, so another resident has told us when we can find him. Trains are a big popular hobby in Japan. There's a lot of people who are really into trains. Here's another hole. Who is under here? Long Life Town. That is a way to play a gong. Chopper's Life. Hobby 20, hobby letters. You'll notice that each resident has a hobby. Some of them have the same hobby. If a resident has their hobby as letters, they will write you a letter when you kiss them. The saying of the day is, I like people who rotate. To each their own, Chopper. To each their own. This is a water fountain. You can wash your hands here once per day, I suppose. It's once per cycle when you go to sleep. So when you go to sleep, that will reset. That one heals 3 hearts. I just wanted to show that off. Here's another trash can. Still looking for something specific. That's not it, but I will take it. That's what we're looking for. A dead cicada. I'd actually like a few more of those. That will be important later. Alright. Don't ask me why there's poop in the trash can. Or why Chuck feels like he needs to pick it up with his bare hands, but that's just how things go sometimes, I guess. Alright, more frying pans. I am happy to get the money. I would rather, darn it, I would rather get more cicadas. I'm not super worried about my health being low right now. I have sweet potatoes, and I'm not going to let myself die. There are dangerous things that you can do, but I'm going to make sure I save very soon. Cicadas? There's one. Very good. Dead cicada. Can we get another one? Another frying pan. I'll take it. Getting very good luck with those. Keep them coming. I won't complain. Maybe we can bring one home and make some eggs in it. Okay, time to eat some potatoes. Oh, bag is full already. Alright, so let's just toss these away. You can technically sell the poop. It does not sell for very much. I think it sells for 1. Whoa, that's the wrong button. Don't use that. Eat it. Alright, I don't know exactly when Cheapot goes to sleep. We may or may not get him tonight. It's fine. I would actually rather get cicadas. Ah! The trash can giveth, and the trash can taketh away. There's a lot of stuff in here. You don't always find this much stuff. Yeah, it's 3 cicadas! That is excellent. If I had to guess, 3 cicadas is probably enough to get what we need. But as long as we're still getting frying pans, I'm just going to keep checking here. My goal is not to do a lot of money grinding on screen, because that is kind of boring. Heart chocolate, nice. That is another healing item. You can buy those, but I will take one for free. Off the top of my head, I want to say they heal 24? That might not be right. Ooh, very nice. Oh, don't throw that away. We are going to need those later. They heal a lot more than we're ready for right now, but our heart will become stronger. Okay, I have never had luck this good. At this rate, I'm going to have to start throwing away frying pans soon. Can we keep the streak up? Frying pan, frying pan, frying pan. No! I will keep going as long as this thing keeps giving me items. Alright. You cannot just toss the last thing you got, unfortunately. If you try to exit out, it doesn't let you. You have to manually throw it away, which is a bit of a shame. Alright, we may run out of cold sweet potatoes by doing this. Alright. Come on, frying pan. Ah, no. Alright, I'm actually going to stop there because you can potentially get a little bit hurt doing what I want to do next. And it's not worth potentially dying over. So let's just check in this hole, see who lives down here. Maybe this is the guy who keeps throwing out all those frying pans. It's Godzilla! Yodzilla's life. There is a pun to his name. I'm going to explain it later when we get a better look at him. Age 45, hobby movies. There's another common hobby. If a resident's hobby is movies, they will give you a movie when you kiss them. The saying of the day is, feel an irresistible impulse. Destruction is a frail thing. Not entirely sure what that means, but who am I to question a giant dragon? And also, you will see back here, there's a yellow flower. I'll pick that up. We need that for much, much later. So I'm just gonna pick that up and immediately toss it. Just so we don't accidentally get rid of it. You can eat it, it hurts you, so you don't want to. And I do have to say, this is one of the most clever loading screens I've ever seen. It took me a while to figure out that the reason they do this whole traffic thing is because they're loading up the town. Alright, you do have to be careful after dark here, but I think we're okay for now. What I'd like to do right now is I'd like to sneak into Cheapot's store. If you get caught by Rocky, he does 2 damage, which is why I did not want to keep digging around in the trash. Hopefully I won't get caught, but you never know. It's very, very easy to just sort of slip and end up walking when you're trying to sneak. Alright, here we are. Hello? I think about my life at night always. Notice the music that's playing in the background. This is enka, which is a style of traditional Japanese music. And someday my life will. If you listen here, I believe this song actually has words. Yeah, there it is. Those are real Japanese words. I will be providing a translation either in a comment or in the description, assuming I can find it. It's not always easy to find stuff about this game. And someday my life will. Broken someday antiques will be. Our destiny it is. Destiny? Destiny it was for Gold Raccoon to go missing. I'm guessing in the Japanese version that was probably a golden tanuki. Never forget I will. March 15th last year. On a fine morning it happened. From the sky a crane came and flew away with my gold raccoon. Already I've given up, I don't care. But a clue I have. Chuck, I let you have it. Here. Received a crane feather. Oops. And here we are going to start using rule number 3. Show everyone everything. Where the crane nest is, no one knows. If we find the nest, get my gold raccoon back we can. Now that is not true. He said no one knows. Some people know, and we are going to find out. Can I go up here? No? Oh, it just talks to him. Alright. A rare ornament from the south, the gold raccoon is. Even if you can't find it, I don't care. Given up I have. My gold raccoon, my gold raccoon. Where are you? Sure doesn't sound like he's given up. We better go find it. I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to find this out, but that song that was playing on the radio does have a name. It's called Goldfish Love, and I can already see one of the dangerous things up there. The policeman mentioned before that we can count on him for the night patrol. There he is, patrolling. We are safe here. If he sees you with his little flashlight lights, he will shoot you. At this level of health, he will kill me. So I'm just going to stay here and wait for him to go. There is a curfew. That's why he comes after you. I'm just going to sneak through here. I'm going to stop at the empty lot here because this is a safe spot for him and I don't quite know where he's going next. You can see here the girl is actually going to interact with him. Most characters don't. Most characters, if they're out, just ignore him. But the girl runs away, and there is another character that I will show later that also runs away from him. There is mystic glasses to get while I'm here. I would do I have any? Oh, I have heart chocolate. I kind of want to save that for later. I would like to go back home and save first, just in case I mess up with her. I don't want to lose all my progress. All right, policeman is going. We still have to be careful. There is actually another dangerous thing here, although he's not out yet. All right, I'm just going to sneak back in here and save, and then we're going to go get mystic glasses. Oh, while we're here. Hey, son, Chuck. How are you doing? I would like to check the paper. Listen well, Chuck. You can find a lot of important information in Long Life Times. The top articles are politics, economy, education, and crime. You can find out the biggest issue in Long Life Town now. When I find a new article, I'll let you know first thing in the morning. He's only talking about the top story here. And the third page, you can read about weird incidents in our neighborhood. You can try to solve them to get some good experience. Keep that in mind when you walk around the town. Read the third story. According to the paper, a resident of Funnybone City, Jigsaw, is staying home all by himself. Go give him a kiss, Chuck. Trouble, big trouble. There is a resident specifically that I want him to tell me about. That was not the one. If you read the third story, he can tell you about any of the underground residents in the game. Alright. Game is saved. Oh, I might as well show this while I'm here. I need money. We are poor, so we have very little money. When you come home brokenhearted, I'll cheer you up. Go out and try your best today. You can tell her how you feel on the Lover's Tree Hill. Have a good day, Chuck. Good luck. He's not joking. You can tell her how you feel on the Lover's Tree Hill. but it's a little bit more complicated than it sounds because you have to be there at exactly the right time. I will be showing that. That is a fairly little known secret. Alright, we've saved. It's time to wait for Miss Thickglasses. Unfortunately, this is something that happens very often when you're playing Chulip. There is a lot of waiting. 'Tis the name of the game. Alright, so while we're hanging out here, you can see this telescope over here. The girl will bring that out at certain points during the night. We were a little bit too late. We missed that because we were talking to Cheap Hot, but we'll come back here and see it later. Not a whole lot going on at night. You'll notice the music is gone. There are some ambient sounds that happen in its place. If you sit around, if you wait long enough and you go idle, Chuck will sit down. This is going to be really hard to hear. If you press the shoulder buttons, he hums, but I don't know if that's picking up on the mic. Alright, here's Miss Thickglasses. A lot of the times for residents, you just need to watch and observe and wait. And got her! Miss Thickglasses is one of many residents that has a particular animation or action that they do, and when they're done with that, you can kiss them. There's nothing else to it, you just gotta wait and watch, and as soon as you see the notes, go up and kiss them. As far as I know, you can walk quickly if they're vivaing. It's only when they're angry that you have to sneak. Her window was fairly big. There are going to be residents who have a very short amount of time where they're vivaing. So you gotta try and stay close. Bye, Miss Thickglasses. 200Z, very good for this point of the game. She might be the resident that gives you the most money, certainly on this side of Long Life Town. I don't know about in the entirety of Long Life Town. Alright, we are not going to sleep, because we don't need sleep. We operate on love. Let's see what's going on around here. Oops. Here we go. Found a hole. Look in the hole. Oh, you can see Julie's actually coming out there. Now, this resident is interesting. As far as I know, this is the only underground resident whose text actually changes throughout the course of the game. So I want to make sure I showed you this guy early. There he is, dressed in a traditional Japanese thief's garb. Thief Tiptoe the Fourth's life. Aged 32, hobby bonsai. The saying of the day is, date XXXX. The safe at the bar is in a weird location. I have a spare key already. However, the lady does not leave the bar. So there's no chance to do it. I will keep an eye on it. And he is correct when he says that. There is in fact a safe at the bar. Where did Julie go? She just came out. Alright, well let's go in here. Hours 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. This is Julie's Bar and Grill. What time is it? Okay, so she's long gone. But she's still up. Don't start drinking, okay, boy? A lot of people waste their lives because of alcohol. I'm a loser. But I'm an artist. You make sure to live a good life, okay? Movies, music, comedians, actors, cartoons, and games. If you get into those, you'll be like that loser right there. Linda, your dad won't give up. I'll keep trying. Sweet potatoes, they are art. If you see him during the day, he has a cart where he sells roasted sweet potatoes. He is an example of a loser. Don't listen to him, Chuck. So you can see that things actually get kind of dark in Chulip. Whatever, I don't care. No one wants me. Oh my. So yeah, Chulip is very charming and bright and colorful, but it is not afraid to go into some darker topics. You will see more of that later. In here we have chickens. Oh, cute. There is a spot in here where you can find a sweet potato, and I'll get it later, but you can also find poop, and I don't really want to get hurt right now. So we'll come back in there later. I just wanted to show that off. And 4 o'clock is the magic hour where things transition from being day to night and night to day. Music has started up again. What do we have here? The Fart Woman. Interesting. Alright, there's a phone booth here. Oh, it might be too early to call people, actually. We can still call randomly. Chuck, my son. I'm bored at home. Oops, what just happened? Hold on. I think that's as good a time as any to say goodbye. I'll see you guys next time.